Hey everybody, Sandy here, AK Montoli. We're back for round 4 of our Vintage League. We're playing 5-color shops. We did not win our die roll, unfortunately. How does this hand look? I feel like we could do better. Put Ancestral away for right now. Bloodstained Mire. Jeez, you don't see that one too often. Nice Dash Dragoman. Okay. Oh, they got my Pearl. That's just so crazy. They got a Mox off me. It just completely nullifies my plan here. Oh, this is just harsh, guys. I'm pretty disappointed by that, but it is what it is. Hopefully this resolves. Of course, misstep. All right, we're in a lot of trouble here. I'm going to lose to a Ragavan. And of course, my deck on the draw is vulnerable to Ragavan. I don't know how we're going to get out of this. Like, damage is fine, but if my opponent's casting spells off my deck, it's not great. Now, that said, I don't have many great spells for them to cast. Academy, I'm glad that's gone. Okay, Narset, yeah. Well, one of the problems with my deck is that when you're on the draw and you're playing against combo, I guess much like any other workshop deck, it's just you just end up eating one. Like if you watched my last round against Wing Hussar, like I just died turn one, literally. And I think that happened to me in game match one as well. Like it's just, I hate to say that, the old adage of whoever wins the die roll is way ahead in the game, but uh, with workshop decks, winning the die roll today is just vital, and it's one of the reasons why I typically don't play workshops anymore. I just feel like the deck is outclassed in a lot of ways by the combo decks that run around today. And I mean, I'm losing to a Ragavan here, soon to be an Urza Saga that's going to cause me problems, but I'm going to go get a Soul Ring here. They got Tinker here. Okay. Tinker is pretty nasty if they have anything other than Citadel. Like if they have a Sphinx, I just lose. Well, that's not necessarily true, but let's see if we can whittle ourselves out of this very difficult spot. And perhaps I should have mulliganed the hand down to 5 as well. Like, I mean, playing an Urza Saga into a Soul Ring is not optimal. It just screams weakness because if you force it's even force of will worthy without a doubt. It just so happens my opponent had the mental misstep naturally. Well, they got Black Lotus too. There it is. I don't see a reason not to tinker right now. I can't imagine why my opponent would not want to do that. Of note, if they do go and get a Citadel here, we do have a main deck Cage, which despite is going to slow us down because we're not able to get a Soul Ring which we pretty desperately need, it would be a very welcome sight to not dying. So let's see. It looks like they are going for the Tinker. Let's see if it's a Citadel. No, they went for a Sphinx. Okay, much better for them. So the cage is no longer relevant. Soul Ring is in my graveyard, of course. I think it has to be Black Lotus. How do we get out of this? I think we just got to go get Golos next turn, and I mean, we just have to hope we can find a Tinker. I don't even have mana to cast a Tinker, but we have three. Well, we're going to have 2 turns to survive because I'm getting hit for 9 right now. This does feel like we're flailing in the wind, though. Now, if we find a Tinker, yes, Astral doesn't do anything. All right, well, that did not work out for us. Our opponent had a pretty strong hand. The good news is I think we have some good tools here. I don't think we want this right now. Probably is okay. Needle, I don't think that's where I want to be. Let's take this in and give it a go. I'm not sure if there's a breach component to this. It seems to be the deck in style right now. Let's see. Okay. See if we can do a little better this time. Seems pretty good, doesn't it? I mean, those Pyroblasts are looking lousy, but the problem with this hand is if this Trinisphere gets countered, I'm in really bad shape. I need to draw an artifact off the top next turn to be able to turn on my Spire. And if I do, it's probably okay, but this is just like a must force from my opponent. And if they have it, I'm in trouble. So this was a risky keep. But I mean, if it pays off, Trinisphere is just one of the best things I could be doing. It's going to buy me time. Resolves. Okay. Fantastic. I think I'm going to go get a Tolarian Academy here. I guess I could get a Wasteland. Why didn't I do that? Seems good. We've got a bit of a clock going here, and we can hopefully find some stuff off the top of our library to further ourselves here. But keeping them off enough mana to be able to go off here is pretty... Ooh, wow, okay. Well, I'm going to let my Golos die. I have no idea why my opponent... Oh, guys, look at that. That's game for sure. You can keep your Tabernacle for now. They conceded game. Nice. Weird my opponent's playing a Tabernacle. Why would they have a Tabernacle in? Perhaps they're inexperienced. Maybe they think I'm like an aggro shops. Interesting. I think I like what I have here. We could bring a by force in, but I don't think that's really what I want to do. Don't think I can keep this. This just doesn't have anything going on other than the cage and Saga. Like, I just need to do better. I'm going to put the Crucible away. And the reason is that if my opponent has a fast clock on me, like a rag event or something, and this gets countered, I'm going to want two of these to be able to ensure that I can get one through to block and one to be able to gum up what they're doing. And we can try and ride Saga from there. Yes, I understand there could be a Crucible lock. Okay. So, hmm. Do I just try and slam a turn one Golos? I don't think so. I like this line. Put it on Black Lotus. I'm going to block with it anyways. I don't think it's that essential that I get the pick right, but that's the card that would scare me the most here is a Black Lotus. I like the keep we had here. The Crucible was the selfish line, and this was the more viable line to be able to answer exactly Ragavan. And of course, the Sphere was a nice draw off the top. That made this. This is not how I was planning it turn one to do it, but the Sphere made playing the Revoker much more appealing. Now, hopefully, they don't have a Black Lotus. Okay. And, something here where they're trying to cast over my Sphere there. Okay, they got a spree. All right. There's no reason to play into days here. I typically would not sequence this way, but let's hope my opponent does not have a force here. They do have a force of will, and they pitch the Dak Faden. Okay. I am going to cast my Revoker. And I realize this is very wasteful of mana to do it, but once again, I do not want to run into. I'm going to name Dak Faden this time. I do not want to run into a Ragavan, and next turn I'm going to have Saga up. Okay. Maybe we should have named Black Lotus here. I did not anticipate a time walk there. We could die to a Breach combo here, potentially. My opponent does have 3 cards in hand. Yeah, they did go for Black Lotus. Damn. Maybe made a mistake there. Oh, they got my Saga. Nice. And it could be worse. Okay. Need some help here. I mean, that's fine. I mean, fine is probably an overstatement, but we'll bring Jagantha back, and it's something. A Chromatic Sphere, a Chalice. Okay, my opponent has not got much going on here. I'm going to build towards casting Jagantha more than I'm interested in their land. They have a lot of land right now. And Saga would require an answer more than what they have with their Volcanic Island right now. Like, Jagantha could win this game. Ooh, that's really bad for me. That's bad. They drew one of their good ones. I was hoping that they were going to brick. Wrong color. Damn it. Well, I'm definitely going to Wasteland now. I don't think they would have got an Urza Saga here. I think that I feel like they got an Ancestral. A little bit unfortunate. We're bricking so hard, but I feel like they got an Ancestral here. Yep. And they could definitely spree everything permanent we have here. Yeah, this doesn't feel good. Demonic and Ancestral's kind of... But you never know. Oh, wow. Why would they play those out? They got a Citadel. Yeah. Okay. Crucible, Wasteland, Strip Mine. Those are what I'm after. I mean, shutting off my own Mana Crypt feels pretty lousy here, but I think that's kind of what I'm penciled into here. That's the one that makes their life the easiest, so I'm going to do it. And I really need that mana crypt to do some work for me. My opponent needs to be careful. Yeah, so unfortunately they didn't lose there. Played a Volk, okay. Pithing Needle, okay. Probably on Wasteland is my guess. I wonder, does Karn's Silex turn this off? I think it would. Wasteland, yeah. Time Vault, okay. So they have to win next turn. But they do need to get rid of their mana crypt. That's unfortunate. So here's the thing. I can get through for 2 damage, and my opponent can time vault me here, but they need to deal with their mana crypt. The issue is that I think that if they lose 2 flips and I get 2 blocks, it's probably just the right thing to do here. So I'm not going to attack here because they time vault, they can just kill me. So I can put them on 2 coin flips and maybe survive. Now, that said, if they get a key, lose the flip, come on. All right. You say I have a chance, do you? They don't have a lot of life to play with here. I won one the other day like this where I was just completely overwhelmed and dead. And I played to an even higher gambit to try and win off mana crypt, and like it was really improbable. My opponent ended up dying to their crypt. It was pretty awesome. Um, Now here's the question: do I block? And I think I do. And the reason is that they could just make it unblockable next turn. So I'm going to try and stay alive as best I can here. Which one do I want to block with? The Dak Faden seems like the most likely here. I'll keep the mana crypt tied down. Yes, if they cast a Dak Faden here and steal my thing, I mean, I'm going to die. But, well, not necessarily. They still have to win the flip. So let's win another flip here on our end. Have them lose, and we'll see if we can get there. Yep. All right. Come on, Mana Crypt. Let's have one for the home team. Of course, a repeal could get them out of this. A Mana Crypt is a dangerous card, but also extremely powerful. Okay. Here goes. All right, we got there, guys. That was awesome. Really nice win. I felt like we were just dogs the whole way there. And yeah, our Mana Crypt opponent and Citadel ended up doing our work for us. So we'll take that victory. That was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Feel free to leave any comments. We're going to see you for round 5.